I was standing naked, bent over my kitchen counter, and out of pure passion, my hubby did the most unusual thing. He slipped an unusual erotic fruit between my lips. That led me to discover the unusual erotic Brazilian bedtime recipe that helped my best friend, Stephanie, a 42-year-old overweight, pre-diabetic mom, lose over 100 pounds in less than a year and become symptom-free without taking any weight loss pills or spending hours doing insane workouts. But that wasn't the most amazing part. 29 days after having her third baby girl, this erotic recipe not only caused Stephanie's body to shed 21 pounds of fat, but her hubby was so sexually aroused by the sheer sight of her new body, he no longer needed his Viagra pills to get a jump start to save his own heart. Hi, I'm Olivia, and I have some important information to share with you about the magical erotic fruit that saved Stephanie's marriage and helped her lose over 100 pounds. You'll be shocked to find out that all of this happened because of a 19-page secret Brazilian pamphlet I discovered from an 80-year-old woman who looked like she was in her 40s. But yes, you heard me right. Stephanie lost over 100 pounds in under a year, with 30 of those pounds coming off of her stomach, legs, and thighs in the first 30 days. That sent her confidence, self-esteem, and sex life soaring to the moon, going from this to this. Even after she cried and tried for years to lose the weight following the usual advice from doctors and trainers, including many experts. For her, the breakthrough came from a late-night phone call telling her to place this erotic fruit under her tongue before midnight, which may sound outlandish. However, repeating this simple technique lowered her blood pressure, corrected her high cholesterol, rejuvenated bad cells into good cells, and reignited her youthful hormones that put her fat-burning process on ice skates. In fact, I'm sort of embarrassed to share the story on how me and my hubby were butt naked in the kitchen to minutes later discovering the erotic fat loss secret that has changed the lives of men and women in my little town in Texas, and an additional 75,989 people who had already tried everything. And you're going to be blown away because this is nothing like any fat loss technique you have ever seen before. But let me warn you, you may hear a few things that may cause you to cringe a bit, and hell, you might get a bit excited when I expose the trick on how sleeping naked tonight will make you look more thin and lean almost instantly. But the truth is, you have been led astray for many years by mainstream media and infomercials such as Beachbody, Plexus, Zumba, and the 21-Day Fix, and many of the leading weight loss marketers. Many of these programs actually cause weight gain as well as other negative side effects. I am going to show you the undocumented reason why all these programs you see now on your screen will never work, and if they do, only for a short period of time. However, before I expose this exotic fruit that saved Stephanie's marriage and boosted her fat-burning hormone and increased her energy and oxytocin to ultimate levels, I would like you to take a hard look at your screen right now, and if you have used at least one of these products or diets and failed, you need to watch this video to the very end, because you may be consuming a few deadly ingredients that are making you fat and ill, speeding up the cancer and heart disease process, leading you to an early grave. In fact, it's proven that many people who use these weight loss products reported heart palpitations, numbness throughout the body, inability to focus, and nausea, according to a new study in the New England Journal of Medicine, which was led by health authorities at the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The researchers tracked emergency room visits at a large network of hospitals around the country for over a 10-year period, and then analyzed those in which a dietary supplement was implicated. Among the injuries cited were severe allergic reactions, heart trouble, nausea and vomiting, which were tied to a broad variety of supplements including herbal pills, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. Roughly 10%, or about 2,150 cases yearly, were serious enough to require hospitalizations, the researchers found. This might be scary to hear, but you are going to see the rotten chemicals used to preserve vegetables that no one knows about. that weakens your metabolism and causes your blood pressure and cholesterol to spike to alarming levels, which is why even if you eat healthy and work out the night before, the following morning the scale will continue to disappoint you and show you +1 or 5 pounds. Unfortunately, that has happened to many of us more times than we can count. But that's not all. Recent research now tells us that most people should not totally deprive themselves of salt and sugars, as reported in the New York Times article titled, "No Benefit Seen in Sharp Limits on Salt in Diet." Salt and sugar are very essential to achieve a fat-burning metabolism, and you will see what you have been doing wrong for the last 10 years, all in this short presentation. And there's more. Recent research now tells us that it's not necessary to overwork ourselves during exercise. The Mayo Clinic, a not-for-profit medical research establishment in the U.S., reports that, in general, studies have demonstrated no or modest weight loss with exercise alone, and that exercise regimen is unlikely to result in short-term weight loss beyond what is achieved with dietary change. But the unusual thing about Stephanie's tremendous weight loss would be revealed when a dynamic 80-year-old woman from Colombia who looked like she was 40 entered my gym 23 years ago and told me about the unusual trick of sleeping in the buff and how it ignites and boosts your anti-aging hormones and lowers cortisol and belly fat fast. That's right, just by sleeping naked. And I'm going to give you a few tips on how to do that tonight. Just stay with me until the end of this free video, and I guarantee to show you just how astounding my erotic system really is. Whatever you do, please don't click away now because you will miss out on important information about the erotic fruit that could change your life just like it did Stephanie's. The erotic fat loss technique requires no supplements, no dreadful workouts, no weird and hard to follow diet plans, and no overpriced diet products. It doesn't even require much motivation. It is simple to follow and will work for people of all ages and body types. There is no downside. But before we go any further, I must caution you of many mainstream companies who have warned me to keep my mouth shut about this erotic weight loss method. Because they know once you hear how simple, effective, and inexpensive it really is, you will no longer spend your hard-earned money on their worthless products that just keep you on that stupid, devastating weight loss, weight gain yo-yo. As early as tomorrow, you could feel more energy as soon as you pop out of bed, just like you did years ago. This erotic technique works for all ages and will get rid of that stubborn belly that seems to be hanging around no matter what you do. Do you want to instantly look and feel better than you have in many years? Do you want your symptoms to go away, including hypothyroidism, high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, chronic pain, even the early signs of cancer? You seriously can't imagine how simple it really is. Now, the secret I am about to share with you is so simple, so easy, that even in the next few days, the results you will find in the mirror are going to be indescribable and so outlandish and unexpected that it probably sounds almost unreal when you first hear about it. To be truthful, after years of studying nutrition and even going to college at a top university, I was pissed when I met my 80-year-old friend Marcella and found out everything I had studied was a waste of time and money. It was all a big, fat lie. Like you, I felt that I had been lied to and betrayed when it comes to something as critical as my body and health. But I just couldn't argue with what Marcella was teaching me. All I had to do was take a look at her sexy, toned, and lean body, and I knew she was right. Then, seeing my best friend Stephanie's body changing, marriage improving, and sex life soaring right before my very eyes, along with all the other people I shared this 19-page pamphlet with, I was now a believer. I was absolutely convinced that what I'm about to share with you will give you the lean, healthy body that you have always dreamed of, and the confidence you need, no matter if you are out in the streets or snug in between the sheets. This erotic weight loss technique has helped men and women like Susan, who was 48 years old and lost 100 pounds and cured her diabetes. Rhonda, who was 32 and lost 100 pounds in a short 9 months. Chris, who was 51 and lost 100 pounds and felt like a teenage boy again. So, I must caution you again. The story you are about to hear may get a little mature and downright sleazy. So brace yourself, because this discovery will uncover the erotic fat loss secret of why men and women in South America over the age of 60 still look young, lean, thin, and sexy without any pills, liposuction, or working out excessively at the gym. Here is what Joyce from Texas had to say. I'm getting healthier. I will be 75 years old in a few months. I'm always getting compliments on how good I look. So, Olivia's program is working. Joyce and Joan from Texas. Thank you, Olivia, for all that you do. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I have recently started your program and am overwhelmed with my results. And Nancy from California. I am so thankful for Olivia and all that she is doing. I would be at a loss without her encouragement and being so positive. I am so much better off now than when I started. Nancy. And here's one from Donna. I am 75 years old and am experiencing an increase in my stamina as well as amazing weight loss using Olivia's methods. I feel better than ever. Donna. Those are just a few of the nice things people have to say about the erotic weight loss techniques, and I'll share more in a second. Like I mentioned earlier, my name is Olivia, and here is my family picture. I have spent 25 years in the fitness industry. I'm embarrassed to admit that just before meeting Marcella, I had been diagnosed with extreme stage 2 hypertension. I just didn't know how this was possible, considering the many hours I spent sweating my butt off in the gym each day, and I ate what I thought was a perfect diet. According to all the books I had read and all the studying I had done in college, I was devastated and didn't know how to get better. I was young, sick, and scared. I was humiliated because I was known in my little town as the fitness girl. I couldn't let anyone know what I had been going through because I knew they would no longer trust me as their trainer. I tried every supplement and natural cure I could find, and I told no one about my condition, not even my family. I was living a lie. I was considering quitting the profession I loved so much. I was feeling like a complete fraud and a failure until Marcella strutted her stuff into my gym and into my depressing life and showed me a better way using her secret, proven, erotic methods that seemed so simple but were so effective. She took me away from my lowest point and wanting to scream these secrets from a mountaintop. I was going through a terrible divorce at the time, and her methods not only helped get my health straightened out, but also my entire life back on track. Her methods were so simple, but yet so new and erotic. I get emotional and can't hold back the tears when I think about what a blessing to me she was. And I want to be a blessing to you as well by sharing her sexy, erotic method with you. Trust me when I tell you that it will be truly life-changing for you on so many levels. She helped me turn my health around for good, and I want to help you do the same. You deserve the body that you have always dreamed of, as well as perfect health. I am forever grateful to Marcella, as even now, many years later, my blood pressure remains perfect, and I experience youthful energy and vitality every single day. I have spent the last 23 years transforming bodies as a personal trainer and nutrition coach. It's a humbling feeling knowing I have personally helped people lose thousands, yes, thousands of pounds eating this one unusual erotic fruit and sleeping in the nude. But I'm just a regular person who stumbled across an amazing formula thanks to my special friend, Marcella, over 20 years ago. Using what she taught me, I changed the life of my best friend, Stephanie, as well as hundreds of people just like her. I was even able to change my own life, ensuring I would be around to raise my 3 children. To this day, I follow this plan to a T, and I get to live an energetic life with my 3 teenagers and my husband, and I act like teenagers in the bedroom. It all began with a late-night phone call from my sobbing best friend, who was just told by her husband that he was cheating on her because he no longer found her body attractive. As she told me her sad story through flowing tears, I couldn't help feeling guilty about the amazing sex I had just had in my kitchen and how fit and hot and energetic I felt after eating this unusual exotic fruit. Stephanie, a 42-year-old, out-of-shape, busy mom who after having her third daughter found herself laying in a pool of tears, crying uncontrollably on her bedroom floor. Her marriage was falling apart. She was fat, lazy, pre-diabetic, and had no energy. And to make things worse, her husband would sneak out of the bed and head to the couch when she would fall asleep. At this point, she was at her very lowest, and she hated herself and felt she was dying a slow death. She knew something had to change, and fast. The night before she called me, she laid in bed crying because her husband hadn't touched her in over a year. He saw her crying and admitted that he was no longer attracted to her and hadn't been in a very long time. Although she already knew it, she couldn't describe the pain she felt hearing him say the words. It was painful. She hated herself and what she had let happen to her and her marriage. She was devastated and humiliated. She was heartbroken. She was ashamed, embarrassed, furious, sick, disgusted with herself. There was a time in her marriage when he couldn't keep his hands off her and loved taking her out and showing her off to his friends. She wanted those days back. She wanted him to love her. She loved him and her daughters adored him. She knew she had to do something not only to save her marriage, but also to be able to live in her own skin. Things had to change. She was also concerned about her health because before getting pregnant with her third child, her doctor had told her that she was pre-diabetic. Her pregnancy was hard and she had been monitored closely. Immediately following the birth of her beautiful daughter, she had been put on multiple medications, but nothing made her feel better. She knew she needed to change her diet, but like many others, she didn't know how. She went from that depressing life to mysteriously losing 100 pounds in less than a year and saving her marriage and her life, all by following my simple, secret, erotic weight loss techniques. I tell you her story because everything happened so quickly. When she got married, she felt healthy and beautiful, and in a few short years, everything had gone downhill. She was unhealthy and unhappy and now had a cheating husband. Things like this can happen so fast, but the unusual erotic methods she used to transform her body into the sexy, confident woman you see here will literally blow your mind. And I promise to share this erotic technique right in this presentation. I was blessed to meet my nutrition hero 2 years ago in a very unlikely way. At the age of 40, I considered myself quite the expert when it came to fitness and nutrition. After all, I had been studying these areas since I was 18 years old. I had even earned a degree in exercise and sports science from a top university at the time. I had become a nationally recognized fitness presenter as well. I was shocked to learn that all the time I had spent studying and absorbing all the information I could find was nothing but bought and paid for by the USDA. I was brought back to reality while teaching a senior fitness class at my local gym. This is what changed my life forever and will change yours too. Just stay with me. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was Valentine's Day. I was going through a quite boring warm-up with my senior fitness class that included about 20 people in their 80s. For the most part, they could hardly move their unfit, tired bodies. Then, in struts Marcella, and somehow I knew my life would never be the same. This energetic, spunky woman was 80 years old, going on 40. Seriously. She was 5 feet even, with beautiful skin, and had flawless, sexy thighs and butt with a bundle of pure energy. She had the body and attitude of someone my age. I was amazed by her enthusiasm, but mainly the amount of energy and vitality she had. Everyone in my class that day was mesmerized by her, and the way she moved so effortlessly around the gym. The old men couldn't take their eyes off her. This woman had truly done it all. After class, she opened my eyes to an unusual bedroom trick she would do while sleeping that burned fat from her belly, thighs, and even smooth out the cellulite on the back of her legs. After whispering this exotic secret in my ear, I thought she was crazy, thinking my class would report me to the Better Business Bureau if I dared share the erotic technique she whispered in my ear. But holy hell! After one night of using this 3-step simple erotic technique, the following day my jeans were loose around my waist and hips, and my cellulite started to fade. She was living proof that there are some simple things we should all be doing that will keep us thin, fit, and healthy into our older years. Many years later, at the time of her death, I found out she had left something to me in her will. It was a pamphlet she had created that would change the bodies and lives of tens of thousands of people for the better. It was the holy grail of nutrition, right at my fingertips. I now had access to the exact system that made this woman so amazing. She was my inspiration for the next 2 years, using her methods with my clients at the gym. And now I am ready to share this method on a much larger scale. Marcella would be so proud if she could see all of the smiling faces and the people her method has already helped. As I have stated, I have spent over 24 years in the fitness and nutrition industry, and I longed for the day I would be able to get the real truth out. Having my best friend, Stephanie, finally come to me for help was just the nudge I needed to push me to get this information to as many people as possible. It is time for me to put my knowledge and real-life experience as a personal trainer out there for people like you who deserve to know the truth. Now back to my best friend, Stephanie. Not only does she look and feel physically better, but she even used this exact method to save her marriage and her self-esteem along the way. But like most of us, including myself, Stephanie wanted real proof about what had happened to her health and well-being. Even though she looked physically amazing and had the energy of a 25-year-old, she wanted to know if her overall health had improved. She went back to her doctor to find out she was no longer pre-diabetic. In fact, her blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, and triglycerides had all improved dramatically. She even did a stress test to find out her heart was as healthy as someone in their 20s. It's a pretty amazing thing to be told by some of the most well-thought-of doctors in the world that your health has improved by leaps and bounds. But it is even more awesome when you consider that just a year ago, Stephanie was an out-of-shape, sad woman who was about to lose her husband and feeling tired and sluggish all the time. She had absolutely hated herself for letting herself go so badly. It wasn't that she didn't want to improve her life and health. She was just so tired and lazy all the time. She had no energy to go to the gym and no time or knowledge of what she should be doing in the kitchen. It all got out of control so quickly. This is why she loved the fact that her new plan consisted of a single, unusual fruit, which she had actually enjoyed eating every night right before going to bed. The weight began to drop off so quickly, and what was most amazing to her was the amount of energy she had. Her skin was clearer than ever. Her hair and nails grew like never before, and she loved the smile on her face, which she hadn't seen in years. Her husband and children loved seeing her smile again too. She was a new and improved woman in many ways. It now brings tears to her eyes when she talks about her life, her marriage, seeing her kids grow up alongside her husband. All this had been at risk due to her health and cheating husband only a short time ago. She gets very emotional when she looks back on those stressful times. During those painful years, she knew she needed to lose weight and she knew her health was suffering, but she didn't know how to correct it. As time marched on, her clothes were getting tighter, her energy was fading fast, and all she could do was just try to suffer through each day and make it to bedtime. And before bed, she would turn the lights off so her husband couldn't witness the disgusting sight of cottage cheese on her thighs and butt. This is what she assumed caused her husband to cheat. But now, she loved her naked body and doesn't hide it from her husband. She is comfortable flaunting her body for him at night, strutting around the room with nothing but a t-shirt. For years, she had justified the fact that her kids came first. She spent every moment of every day taking care of all of their needs instead of her own. It was only a matter of time before the pounds added up. She was depriving herself of good, nutritious food and not allowing herself any time to exercise. She was eating on the go and never cooking home-cooked meals, just like many busy families with children and tons of nonstop activities. If she hadn't started my plan when she did, I fear her daughters would have all been obese as well in the very near future. She started to use what was in the pamphlet just in time, and now just beams with pride when she catches a glimpse of herself in the mirror. She adores that the plan is simple to follow with step-by-step instructions and includes the mysterious fruit she eats every night. She would get nauseous thinking about all of the money she wasted on Plexus, Shakeology, and other diet programs that all sucked the money right out of her bank account month after month with no results. The main thing she enjoyed about my plan was that she never felt hungry. She ate plenty of tasty food that her whole family enjoys. She never felt deprived at all. Stephanie was able to lose 100 pounds in just under a year, and you too can have similar results, all by following my simple, secret method. All the thinking and researching has been done for you. You just have to get started. Like, now. Do you have a stressful life? Of course you do. Most people do. That means you are producing a harmful amount of cortisol, which is a hormone produced in your body when you are stressed or overwhelmed. Cortisol causes weight gain, but there is a simple step you can start taking as soon as tonight that will reduce your cortisol level. One thing you can begin immediately is sleeping naked. Do it tonight. The amazing thing that will happen just by doing this one thing every single night is that your cortisol level will drop lower than ever. As reported in HuffPost, high cortisol levels weaken the body's immune system, raise blood pressure and cholesterol, increase appetite, disrupt our normal sleep patterns, lower your libido, and increase cravings for sugar and carbs. It will also contribute to other hormonal imbalances and health conditions including PMS, infertility, thyroid disease, and abnormal blood sugars. How freaking simple is that? Lose your PJs and drop cortisol levels. Your husband will surely enjoy a little bare skin as well. That's right. This is one of those amazing things I learned from Marcella's pamphlet that she compiled during her travel to Brazil. Did you ever think something so easy could make such a huge difference? Then there is the weight loss yo-yo effect, where you lose weight but gain it back even faster, not knowing why. Using my expertise that I gained from Marcella's pamphlet, this will no longer happen to you. My clients all witnessed a dramatic reduction in body fat and an unbelievable boost in energy, optimal lab results for all of their vitals, and outstanding health. I spent many years in gyms training one person at a time, hour by hour, and now using all of the knowledge and experience I gained from those years, I am excited to get my plan out to the masses. I have taken years of knowledge and real-life experience and compiled it into an easy-to-follow, downloadable plan that you can start now. No more hesitation. The really cool thing is that soon as you see the pamphlet, you can download the information right away, and the first page is going to show you exactly what Americans, Europeans, and Canadians have been doing wrong for the past 5 to 10 years. And Chapter 2 will surprise you while it explains the exact science on how sleeping naked is how performance athletes get an unfair advantage on their teammates. I know you're busy and have a hectic life, so I have made this as easy as possible for you. Everything is given to you in an easy, step-by-step fashion. It is easy to understand, and I give you all of the science behind what you're doing. We have named this method the Erotic Weight Loss System, and out of the thousands of others just like you who have put this plan into action for themselves, The average first month weight loss is about 20 pounds. Let me be clear. This is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle you will be encouraged to follow forever. Yes, you will lose weight and rejuvenate your body quickly, but the Erotic Weight Loss System is also designed to make you 100% certain that you will keep the weight off permanently. That this is actually what makes the Erotic Weight Loss System so unique and special. It is not a quick fix approach to your health, and we completely understand people have different needs. So we simply give you the system and understanding you need to achieve your optimal level of health. We show you the why and the how and let you approach your health in the way that works best for you. There is no calorie counting, strict dieting, or other hard to keep up with rules that you have to follow. There is no denying yourself or mail order meals to buy, and there is certainly no outrageous exercise plan because, like we have already stated, overexerting yourself is not required. Erotic Weight Loss System will explain precisely the steps you need to take to make quick weight loss occur. So, given everything that is above, it should be pretty obvious that there's nothing else like this plan on the planet. It is a fully loaded system that's filled with the tools you need not only to quickly lose weight and get your hot body back, but also completely turn around your entire health, even if you are suffering from illness. Of course, you could keep doing what you're doing currently by following fad diets or excruciating workout plans. But think about it. If those plans really worked, then why does the Center for Disease Control still report a 35% increase in obesity each year and an increasing amount of 3,500 people per day are still dying from heart disease and cancer? These are our mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles who just didn't know what you will know after using this method. You could suffer through workouts such as Zumba, Weight Watchers, Insanity, P90X, or CrossFit and cause permanent damage to your joints, or you could starve yourself by restricting calories, which throws your body into survival mode where, by the way, it will hold on to every bit of food it gets and convert it to fat. I still feel guilty for telling clients for so many years to eat more salads and drink more water until I realized that doing this was depriving them of essential nutrients, wrecking their metabolism, and causing them to binge at night and gain more weight faster, all while putting them on the awful yo-yo ride. I thank God every night that I met Marcella and learned the truth that has helped over 75,393 men and women get their body and life back. Here are a few of your options. You could spend upwards of $300 per month for a trainer and nutritionist who realistically probably take a one-day course and now think they are experts in the field. You can continue to purchase popular programs you see on late-night infomercials that keep you on their yo-yo plan forever. Or you can use Erotic Weight Loss System and get the amazing secrets that celebrity trainers will never tell you about. However, in the next 2 minutes, you will learn about these powerful secrets for yourself. I find it really interesting that in mainstream media you don't hear about the major risks and dangerous side effects that come with some of the most popular weight loss plans. Many of them can cause cancer, seizures, depression, constant trembling, dizziness, stomach issues, headaches, fatigue, and insomnia, just to name a few. But to many of you, this is not a surprise. Some of you know what it's like to go to the doctor after taking your weight loss pills or following an insane diet and workout plan, and instead of getting the great news you were expecting, find out that things are headed in the wrong direction, such as an increased BMI, blood pressure, and cholesterol. Maybe you even got the terrible diagnosis, just like Stephanie did, of being a pre-diabetic. But of course, you probably already know that. I mean, imagine going to the doctor after taking your weight loss pills and following a ridiculous diet and workout regimen, expecting great news, But he dreadfully tells you that your BMI has soared to 45 and your blood pressure and cholesterol levels are both higher than ever, and you are diagnosed as a pre-diabetic, just like Stephanie was. And then there is Erotic Weight Loss System. You are not subject to any strict rules, you don't starve yourself, you don't take pills or medications, and you don't work out like a gym rat. You simply follow the simple, secret, biological, nutritional, erotic-based formula inside and put more of the foods you enjoy back into your diet and get one day closer to immediate but permanent results of optimal health for decades to come. Considering the awesome results in all my clients, including Stephanie over the years, it should be pretty obvious why when we first brought it to the market, we thought about charging $297 to get access to it. And that is dramatically lower than what you could spend for a year's worth of doctor's visits, prescription pills, and health insurance premiums, or even 3 sessions with a trainer. And yet, once you have access to the easy-to-follow system, powerful body detox, and anti-aging smoothie formulas, the healthy foods you should avoid at all costs, you will enjoy long-lasting health, you will lose as many pounds as you desire, you will reverse the effects of aging on a cellular level, you will decrease your risk of disease by 90% or more in just a few months. Not to mention the things that can't be measured in money, such as the security and comfort of knowing that you will get to enjoy your children and grandchildren for years to come. You will be able to enjoy your golden years that you've earned, taking exotic vacations, enjoying the outdoors, pursuing all of your dreams, and while you're doing all of it, you will look and feel younger than ever before. In fact, people won't even believe you when you tell them how old you are. Not to mention the amazing sex life you will enjoy with your newly increased libido. All because you know the truth, and so will the ones you care about most as your children and grandchildren who depend on you with their health. Yes, I think $279 is a bargain, and a lot of people have emailed me saying we should be charging a lot more. But you know what? This isn't about money. My goal is to make this plan affordable to everyone, so I can make a massive difference in this world. In fact, you won't even have to pay $297 or $197, which is less than the cost of any certified dietitian and personal trainer. Instead, when you say yes to the Erotic Weight Loss System and you make the commitment to save your own life while regaining your hot, sexy body and energy you haven't experienced in 10, 20, 30, and even 40 years, you will simply be asked to cover my website maintenance and distribution costs by investing a low $97 in your long-term health and wellness. Now, I'm sure you agree that this offer is of undeniable value and you're probably ready to get started immediately. But through today's special video presentation only, you are going to get instant access to everything for a one-time single secure investment of only $37. If you want to make that decision today and to be given a simple, easy-to-follow, scientifically backed way to quickly and easily lose weight while turning back the clock, act now by clicking the Add to Cart button below. Right after that button, you will be taken to our secure checkout page that looks like this. Once you have entered your information, you will gain instant access to the entire pamphlet. You will be able to view all of the information immediately. You won't have to wait for anything to arrive in the mail. You can download all of the materials or even print out as many copies as you would like and begin the program 2 minutes from now. The permanent and total solution to your health and well-being is just 20 seconds away, and all it takes is the click of a button. So go ahead and make your move now. If you are still feeling hesitant and wondering if this will work for you, there is one other thing I should mention to you. Your small investment today is covered by a 100% 60-day money-back, no-cost guarantee. I realize that telling you should be eating more foods that you love, enjoying a tasty exotic fruit, and sleeping naked sounds pretty strange, but the results speak louder than words. Just take it from Stephanie and all the others. This method works. I know this can be the single most important decision you will ever make in your life, and I could never live with myself if I didn't do anything within my power to get this into your hands today, which is why all I ask is that you say maybe to the Erotic Weight Loss System right now by pushing the Add to Cart button you see below this video. Look, take a full 2 months to try this out for yourself, and if, for any reason, you are not satisfied or you see the scale going in the wrong direction and your health not rapidly restored, simply send an email to the address we give you on the instant download page, and I will immediately refund you with no questions asked. That is the level of confidence I have in this system for you, and all I ask is that you give it an honest 60-day go. I am taking all of the risk here, and you are reaping all of the benefits, and that is fine. This is about reclaiming your life, and if on the extreme low chance you are not happy, I don't want a single dime from you. The choice should be an easy one, but I can't guarantee how long this website will remain up. Get started now by clicking the Add to Cart button below. Every day since releasing the Erotic Weight Loss System publicly, I face mounting pressure from everyone from Big Pharma, the Food Drug Administration, to the weight loss chains, and the supplement industries. Which means this pamphlet might not be available tomorrow. So if you're ready to stop dieting, stop starving yourself, stop wasting your life at the gym, stop being a slave to your medication, you must act now by clicking the Add to Cart button you see below this video screen. This presentation is about to end, and there is only a few seconds left to make this 100% risk-free decision, and ultimately, whether you desire to reclaim decades of perfect health, it is only something you can choose. You could just let this video end and just click away without trying the Erotic Weight Loss System for yourself. That is fine. It is certainly your right, but if you make that decision, what is it going to change? Are you going to try another bust-your-butt workout program or another useless diet that doesn't work? Are you going to keep exhausting yourself, wasting money at the gym without the results you want, waking up feeling tired, sluggish every morning with body aches and dealing with that pounding migraine you can't get rid of? How would you lose the weight you need to? How would you repair the damaged cells inside your body? How would you stay immune from cancer, diabetes, and other life-ending diseases? You could decide to do nothing at all and let your health remain a ticking time bomb, something that would blow up in your face at any second, just like the close call Stephanie had with almost losing her husband and finding out she was pre-diabetic. None of these options are good solutions, and you already know that, which is why you need to click the Add to Cart button below and try the Erotic Weight Loss System for yourself right now, 100% risk-free. Get the step-by-step method and see how easy it is to burn away the fat that's been clinging to your body for years, to turn your metabolism into a 24-hour fat-burning machine, to maintain healthy cellular levels that can fight disease, remove toxins that are sticking to your arteries so you can look and feel decades younger in a matter of weeks. Oh, and don't forget the amazing sex you will have. The choice is yours. To a long, healthy, and beautiful life. I am Olivia Straight. Still trying to decide? It's okay. I know we have covered a lot of information in this presentation, and you still may have some questions about what you just saw. To make things easier for you, I will go ahead and take a few seconds now to answer some of the most common questions people ask about the Erotic Weight Loss System. Question: why do I keep reverting back to my old, out-of-shape self? Answer: typically, it's because people tend to fall back into their bad habits. Erotic Weight Loss System teaches you how to make healthy changes that will stick So the yo-yo days are over for you, guaranteed. Question: what results can I expect in the first week? Answer: once you have clicked the Add to Cart button that is right below this video, you will be taken to the secure checkout page. Just enter your information and then you will be given instant access to the entire Erotic Weight Loss System. You can view all the materials, the list, and the guides right on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. You could also download everything and print out as many copies as you like. Question: tell me about the guarantee again. Answer: sure. Because this program saved my best friend's life, and I truly believe it can give you back decades of healthy living as well, I want to make it as easy as possible for anyone to get their hands on it. And that means removing all risk, so it's a no-brainer decision for you. Once you have clicked that Add to Cart button below, you will get a full 60 days to try the program out for yourself, and if you are not satisfied for any reason whatsoever, you simply send me an email and I will refund your investment with no questions asked. Question: how long will this program be available for? Answer: it is hard to say. I obviously want this presentation online for as long as possible, and I want to help as many people as possible. There are a lot of powerful interests, however, that are very determined to shut me down. If I get hit with a lawsuit from one of the diet conglomerates or even Big Pharma, I might have to take this website offline. In other words, if you are ready to change your life, you really need to act right now. Question: okay, I am ready to change my life. What is the next step? Answer: simply click the Add to Cart button below, get the entire program, and be protected by a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose, but your entire life to gain.